Bulldog said within a few minutes he knew he wanted to hire you. How long did it take you to decide you wanted this job?
Well, I'm just getting a chance to sit down and visit with them. Like I've said, is when you first get to know somebody, you sit down and talk with them. The words that they use, the stories that they tell. It doesn't matter if you're sitting next to someone on an airplane. Those are the things that are on their mind and is important to them. And after going through and kind of getting to know each other, the biggest thing was just the culture of the kids that he's recruiting and the culture of the kids on the team. Right now, that just I think is a real fundamental attribute of being successful in college football.
What's it like coming in with two other new defensive coaches as well?
I think Maurice, and T-Buck have been great. I think sometimes it's almost when you come in with other people, it really forces you to do a great job with the terminology, the install, the language. You get a chance to be whoever you want to be. Sometimes when you come in and there's two or three guys that have been there in the past, that's a tougher transition just from the way we've done things to the way we're going to do things.
How much have you talked with David Turner? Just obviously he's kind of the returner. What has he kind of told you about the program?
No, Dave's been invaluable. Of knowing the guys. He was exceptional in recruiting. Thought he did a great job finishing. Especially with Jeffrey. But he is a guy that's the ultimate professional. He's been great in our install meetings. Brought a wealth of knowledge to what they've done in the past, the way he's done it at other places. So he's been a great sounding board for us.
Of course, you moved around a lot. What was it like jumping into a really intense recruiting battle like this on such short notice and then succeeding so well?
Well, it's intense everywhere you go. The challenge of this one was you jump in so far downstream. Recruiting to me is all about relationships, and some of those relationships have been developed over longer times. But to get acclimated and to get involved where you have a relationship with the player and the parents, and you can sit there and talk with them, you got to accelerate that. And when you jump in, you have to lean on the guys that have been here. You lean on Coach Mullen, you lean on David Turner, you lean on those guys on the side of the ball, and you kind of hop in where you can assist.
Early thoughts on your defense and your linebackers?
Boy, early thoughts. I like how we've been doing things outside, from the agilities to some of the early morning workouts. Right now I've watched every game, and I've watched impact tape of every player that is returning that's going to be playing for us next year. Doesn't matter if they redshirt or not. So I have some ideas about them. I'm trying to be very, very patient with my overall impression of what they're going to be as a football player. Every year in college football, you see such dramatic change from one year to the next that I viewed their work, what they did last year, as that's what they did last year. But I'm not holding them good or things they want to do better. We're expecting them to everyone to improve. So all those guys, I'm looking at the skill sets of what they can do and trying to identify spots in which they can help us. But really, what they've done, in that film past, that's their current work. But I'm looking forward to what they're going to do in the future.
How much